Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding Garden with CJ. Welcome to a chill stream. We don't have a lot of coding planned for today, but there will be some coding. And also, I have an announcement for you. And Julian, thank you for the sub. But welcome in, everyone. It's later than I usually stream, but I appreciate you being here. Thank you to Emotes for the 21 months, Stony Eagle with the 9 months, who says, "How was your holiday?" It was good. I went to visit a friend, and he's good. Hadn't seen him in a while. I got caught up on sleep, and then when I got back, I am no longer caught up on sleep. So this next week, I'm going to try to catch up on sleep. And Julian, thank you for the 24 months. Much appreciated. What's up? What's up? Welcome in, everyone. So I mean, I'll probably have to repeat myself because more people will join. But the announcement is I'm going full time. I am going to be streaming and creating YouTube videos and creating courses as my primary source of income. So that's the announcement. And today we're just going to talk about what that entails and what you can do to help. And also I can see that my blue screen is showing over there. So yeah, a whole lot of coding garden coming your way. And we're going to talk about that. Let me fix the screen though. Like that. Great. So yeah, I mean the play, and actually let me write out my thoughts as we talk about this. You saw an ad, Namaste Geek? I'm sorry. Well, I guess you'll never know. No, but like I mentioned, I'm going to be repeating myself. But the announcement is full-time coding garden. It took long enough, yeah. So, I mean, I've been thinking about this, and I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. I'm finally in a position where I can do that, but I do need help from you all. And so we're going to talk about that today, but let's talk about what it will entail. I would say probably 3 to 4 live streams a week. So lots and lots of live streams. I would hope to upload 3 to 4 YouTube videos a week. Yeah, and then all those things that all the projects that we work on or start and then never finish, we're gonna have time to revisit those. So that's way too much, says Wet Still. We'll talk about it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, if you remember, I guess it was almost 2 years ago at this point, I was streaming 3 to 4 days a week while having a full-time job. I had a lot more energy back then. Yeah, I quit my job, so I have no job, which is why I need help from you all. You gotta tune into the stream, you gotta watch the YouTube videos, and that's how I'm going to be able to keep doing this. So yeah, things like Entropy Chat, which we started but never finished. Things like the Inventory app, which we started and never finished. Can anyone name another project we started and never finished? And Stony Eagle, thank you very much for the gifts. Oh, and I mean, I was chatting with Stony Eagle in the chat earlier, because that's what you do in the chat. And they've broken my overlay. There are broken things in my overlay, and now I'm gonna have time to fix them. Yeah, but thank you for the gifts, Stony Eagle, much appreciated. And Pyramid JS, thank you for the 3 months. Ahoy, ahoy. Yeah, and so that's the plan. I do want to upload more regularly to YouTube. I mean, if you've looked at my YouTube, the last video was April 1st, right? 2 months ago. The plan is to upload much more frequently. It'll be a combination of like stream highlights, highlights. How do you spell highlight? Oh no, highlights. Oh, Sprout Kit. Sprout Kit is another thing that we can revisit and work on. So things like stream highlights. I also want to do YouTube shorts. Yeah, and I'm going to show you something right now. Let me hide my screen for a second, but I want to show you all of the videos that need to be published, all of the old live streams that need to be published on in my creator dashboard on YouTube, because it's almost like 30 videos. So yeah, and the reason I mentioned that is because Pranjal just mentioned, can you upload those .NET videos? I can't. So okay, so this is the YouTube dashboard of like uploaded videos. Starting right here right here are streams that I have not yet published to YouTube. So that's that, and then there's a whole another page. So there's over 30 of them. All these videos are old live streams that have not made it to YouTube yet. And so over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be premiering these. I mean, the thing is, they're old streams. Yeah, they're old streams. And Gangster Superman, reach out on Discord. Because, I mean, the whole idea of, like, being able to do this full time is that I will have the time to actually, like, edit my videos. But if somebody else could edit them, well, I mean, I need income first. I have Twitch subs, I have Patreon, and then I have YouTube memberships. But I need to figure out more ways to make money doing all of this, so that I can pay for, like, a video editor. Yeah. Oh yeah, and the drop game is broken. So, and I mean, that's another project we can revisit. The drop game V2, which we started and then never finished. We rewrote the drop game. I think we used P5.js, but it was a lot more performant because it was using a canvas instead of the DOM. Yeah. So I mean, I've got work to do. I basically, over the next couple of weeks, I am going to really figure out a game plan, figure out a business plan. But Wetsil mentioned make a channel on Floatplane. Floatplane is really interesting. It is, you can't just sign up. I believe you do have to be invited as a creator. Is that it? Floatplane Media? Oh, is this the one from Linus Tech Tips? Because yeah, it is. Okay, so there's this, and then I'm also thinking of the one that Windover Productions does. That's called Nebula. But both of these things, I do believe you'd have to. That's not it. Why am I having such a hard time? Nebula app. Yeah, so both of these are ways for creators to make money because you can post content there and then people pay money for it. But I do believe it's kind of like invite only. So we'd have to figure things out. But these are potential options of ways of making money from my videos. Yeah. And hello, Pablo. Welcome in. Okay. So the 3 to 4 videos I upload a week will be stream highlights, YouTube shorts, / TikTok videos. I'm gonna make a TikTok because that's the thing. TikTok and I guess Twitter. Short videos. Short videos that people like to consume while they're scrolling on their phones. And Pearman, thank you for the bits. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't get signed by anybody. Where do I put this? Not signed. Looking into options for paid video content. That's really all we were talking about. And then the other thing is just actual edited, planned YouTube videos. Because if you're a subscriber of my YouTube channel, which you should be if you want to support me, you may have noticed that pretty much all of my videos are just live stream VODs. And now I should have the time to actually like plan a tutorial, edit it, upload it, that kind of thing. Cool. Yeah, and so the only YouTube videos coming soon, as in like the next 1 to 2 weeks, are going to be old live stream VODs. So basically VODs that never made it to YouTube, like the .NET stream. There's a bunch of coding improv streams and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and let's just make a chat command because I know a lot of people are gonna be coming in here. Announcement. CJ is going full-time content creator. Cool. If anyone else comes in, just throw the exclamation mark announcement in the chat. Yeah, like that. Cool. What are other things I want to say? And did I miss any other chats? Yeah, so I mean, Maxim says let's flood likes on Twitter. I think that's the main thing is I need your support. So I'm really just brainstorming right here, but I want to take all of this and make it succinct and put it into a YouTube video that we can upload. But I need your support. And so, what does it mean to support me? It actually doesn't have to involve any money at all. So, follow on Twitter, like and retweet posts. Subscribe on YouTube if you haven't yet. Join the Discord. Follow on Twitch. Yeah, well, welcome in, Dana Chu. It has been a long time, but yeah, this is the one. This is what I've been. I mean, this has been in the works for like a year. Been trying to leave my job for a year, and it's finally happening. So yeah, follow on Twitch. Also, if you have it, subscribe with Twitch Prime. Ezra said, I had the greatest day ever since it was invented. Since what was invented? Oh, are we talking about YouTube titles now? Why I quit my $450,000 job at Netflix to stream full time? You know what? We should brainstorm some clickbait titles. Though you all know that I try to be as genuine as possible. I do not typically do clickbaity things. We've done clickbait a few times. Chief Mustardo, thank you for the gift. And Deadhouse, thank you for that Twitch Prime. Oh, you literally subbed with Prime when I mentioned it. I appreciate it. Yeah. We'll come up with some clickbait titles. I mean, I think it would be funny to publish the video with a clickbait title just to get people to click in, and then after it has traction, give it a real title. I don't know. Oh, I see, Ezra. Today's the greatest day since this site was invented because you're going full time. Well, thank you. What's up, Fabu? Indian Bull, welcome in. And thank you, Melinda Beans, and thank you, Andreas, for the congrats. Yeah. Okay, so Stony Eagle says, is there a way for you to separate the VODs from the real YouTube videos so I don't get bombarded with VODs? Yes. I mean, well, no. Our options are to create a separate YouTube channel. And I don't know if I want to do that just because that's how I've gained most of my subscribers on YouTube is with Twitch VODs. I think it is something you'll have to put up with for like the next 2 weeks. I'm going to try to get all the old VODs out for like the next 2 weeks. And then after that, any Twitch stream is going to be uploaded to YouTube after 24 hours. That's the plan anyways. I'll think about creating a separate YouTube channel. I know a lot of other channels do that. I just know that most of my subscribers and views have come from stream VODs, so I feel like it would be hard to gain subscribers if I created a new channel, you know? So, yeah. The tag search feature on Coding Garden? Oh yeah, like the Coding Garden videos page? Yeah, so if you are a supporter of any kind, a Patreon, a Twitch sub, or YouTube member, there is a playlist shared on Discord in the supporters only channel that has VODs that have not been made public yet, and some VODs that will never be made public. So that is one way to watch some of the older streams. But lost my train of thought. What am I talking about? Oh, but that doesn't really solve the problem of getting so many notifications. All I ask is that you bear with me for like the next 2 weeks. Can I make a tutorial? So I have a bunch of video. I think it's a good idea to create a tutorial that's more concise, because I probably have like over 10 live streams where I was working on everything, and all of that's on YouTube. It's just not really all in one place, and it is a lot of video to watch through. So I think that's a good content idea for the future. But I'll show you in a second where you can find those videos. Yeah. Having some guests? Yeah, I have a lot of ideas for content. I think we'll do a separate stream where we'll brainstorm on content ideas. I'll just read my list here. It's a list that I've been building up anytime I think of something. But I think we'll do a separate like community stream where we talk about this stuff. All right. Tech news. If you subscribe to Fireship on YouTube, he does tech news. I'd like to do like maybe a weekly or bi-weekly tech news video. If you saw, there's a really old live stream where I did a bedtime JavaScript reading, where I put on really soothing music and read like the first chapter of You Don't Know JavaScript in a very soothing voice. So we could make that a regular thing, like bedtime streams. What else? Some sort of like quick tip videos. Like every Wednesday, I upload a video that's like a quick JavaScript tip or something like that, or some day of the week. I thought of some YouTube shorts on how to pronounce technical terms. Make a playlist for overlay work. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let me, while I'm thinking about it, let me share where that's at. Yeah, and I've used the YouTube community tab feature in the past as well. Yeah, I mean, and this is another idea as well. Like, if you've been watching YouTube tutorials or watching streams on coding, most of it is targeted at beginners. And I would like to create some more like mid-level content. So things like application architecture, things like security, more things that people that have been coding for a year or two would appreciate more. Yeah. I can have a more soothing voice. I just tried to talk slowly, because sometimes I talk really fast. So I tried to keep it nice and slow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's share where to find that stuff. If you look at the frequently asked questions, there is a section on stream and content overlays. Actually, I mean, you'll find the question in there somewhere, but if you just look at the code, there's this file, overlays in chat manager, where I lay it all out. I talk about like what's running on my screen and then link to the videos where I worked on those. So this should help you, the person that was interested in that. Sorry, I forgot your name. And Pernike Cigar, thank you very much for the five gifted. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, mini coding challenges. Like we could basically take almost every code cut I've ever done and turn it into like a YouTube short or a shorter content video. And I think I'll likely I'll talk about that in a second. I will likely record new videos, not like upload old solutions, because in the older videos I'm like using Atom Editor and stuff like that. Another content idea is Dev Jeopardy live. So that's another idea of bringing guests on, where I will be the host and we'll have guests that are answering Jeopardy style answers with questions, if you know how Jeopardy works, but they're all dev and tech related. Because that's another Coding Garden deep cut. I did this live at a tech conference here in Denver. But I did a stream where I built physical buzzers, And then I did a stream where I built an Electron app that was the actual Jeopardy app. It had like the admin side where I could choose the questions and all that stuff. And then it had the actual game board. And see you later, Gaurav. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, a podcast. Like there's so many things I could do. I think over the next couple of weeks, I'm basically going to be prioritizing and figuring out what are the things I want to do first, what are the things that are going to be most effective. But regardless of all of that, I want to do this, but on stream. So like we could bring people from the community in to play the game. We could bring in other coding streamers to play the game. And so that would be fun. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you can see this, but literally all of these are ideas that we'll talk about and prioritize in a future stream. Okay, what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, okay, so let's talk about ways to support me. Support me for free. Follow on Twitch, subscribe with Twitch Prime. And basically for every type of social media thing that I do, if you want to support me, you should engage with it. So even if you can't watch me on Twitch, you should open up the stream. If that's something you can do, put it on in the background or something like that. If you can't... same thing for YouTube videos. Like basically just liking a video or watching the video helps with the algorithm. So that helps. And then similar, yeah, so in all caps, engagement. Can anyone think of other free ways to support the Coding Garden? And thank you, FSET. Thanks for the wishes of success. And Beelig says, everyone buy a hoodie. That's a way you can support me by paying money, but you don't have to pay money to support me. Word of mouth and telling people. Yeah. I like that. Just tell people. Turn on notifications. Yeah. Turn on notifications, watch videos, like stuff, etc. And Ezrab, thank you for the sub, because you are my favorite Twitch streamer. Thank you. Yeah, so we have subscribe on YouTube. Yeah, there's the support page, and yeah, I'm hesitant about Reddit. Let's talk about what happened a long time ago. Do your laundry? I actually do have laundry that I need to do. So we have a subreddit. We haven't started posting anything on there. I think we'll talk about this in the future, but like we could use this as a place to like promote content and just like community stuff, but mainly Discord is used for that. So I don't necessarily like all of the segmentation, but yeah. Yes. So this was a post I made 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, I did a live stream where I taught a noob how to implement auth from scratch. And we did it over like 4 or 5 different live streams. But I posted on Reddit to advertise and promote it, and the comments are very negative. So some of the comments were positive, but everyone was just so suspicious of the positive comments, and they said things like this: these comments sound like paid advertisements. Both have barely any activity. So there was just a bunch of down votes. There were a bunch of people being really negative about it, and then the simple fact that I was teaching auth to a noob, there were people that were basically, I don't know if you could call it like gatekeeping, basically saying you shouldn't do that, like auth is a very serious subject, noobs shouldn't learn that kind of thing. So all of that to say, I'm very hesitant to promote things on Reddit just because it's very easy to be negative in the comments. So yeah, it's Reddit. No, I understand it. Like there are other content creators that I support and I watch, and I've looked at some of the posts on Reddit about them, and it's just so easy to be negative there. So a lot of people do it. So I'll avoid that for now, but we can talk about that in the future. Oh yeah, Newbie Tuesdays. So if you watch the stream, I guess I didn't realize it was 4 years ago, but 4 years ago, we used to do Newbie Tuesdays, where every Tuesday I would pair with a complete and total noob, and so it was a really good opportunity for people to tune in that were also new, because Tony, who was the noob at the time, he's not a noob anymore. He would ask lots of questions, and he would just be so new to everything that he asked the kind of questions that really, really new and beginner people would ask. So, yeah. Oh, good idea, Murdoch. And what's up, Murdoch? Thanks for being here. That is another thing that we will work on, is the Coding Garden mobile app. Yeah. Twitch chat is greater than Reddit chat. It depends on the stream, but I mostly agree with you. It can go either way. Twitch can get pretty negative as well. We've fostered a very positive and inviting community over here on the Coding Garden, but I've seen some channels that are not that way. But yeah. Nice, Melinda. I think it'd be good to get people from the community on as well. I mean, especially people like you that have been watching for a long time. Yeah. So, stay tuned for all of that. Yeah, and I don't have courses, so that's another thing that I want to spend time working on, is paid courses. So I definitely want to do like a Vue.js composition API course. I really want to do a beginner JavaScript course, but there are just so many of them, so I'd have to think long and hard like how I can differentiate myself. I mean, the differentiating factor is just that I'm me. I teach the way that I do. I want to get Tony back at some point. He's actually in a coding boot camp right now. He's had a long coding journey. So, like, I was teaching him stuff, and then he went off and did other things, and then he started to get a computer science degree, and then he was too busy for that because he was doing it in his spare time, and now he's at a coding boot camp. But it would be good to get him back on stream for sure. Oh yeah, so I mean that was another fun stream that we did, where I tried to code and learn in Spanish. And actually, this gives me an idea. We should start a channel on the Discord where you can talk about some of your favorite past streams, because there's a lot. Like if you scroll this page, there's just so many contents. Español. So, aprendiendo y hablar y programar en español. So, I got my friend Berto on the stream, who he's from Venezuela. He's fluent in Spanish, and he was teaching me to code like I was a beginner, but I had to do everything in Spanish, like read Spanish docs, and tried to. We made like a running list of programming terms in Spanish. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, a podcast is an idea. The thing is, like, a lot of my long-form live streams are kind of like a podcast. They're not as targeted, but I don't know. Everybody's got a podcast. I don't know if I want a podcast, but it would be another way to, like, get my content out there. So it's not a definite no. It's a maybe. Yep. We used to do code reviews. We used to do so many things. All of those things will come back. So I used to allow you to redeem a code review for your channel points. Might still be on there. And then I would just review people's code and like debug things live on stream. So we'll definitely get back to that. Yep. Yep. Mid-level JavaScript course. I'd have to think about like what topics fit into that. But yeah, I like that idea. Yeah, and that's a stuff we used to do a lot in the past as well. Is we would I would try things that I've never used before, and so you could kind of see how someone like me who has some experience, how they approach new topics. Thank you, Namaste Geek. Alka's here. I think Alka's probably sleeping right now. his bot is in here. I know he's like he exists because he sent a message in Discord earlier. Yeah. I can tell you what can be the differentiator. You mean for like course content? Be forgiving and emphatic. I guess that's what I do, right? No worries, Diembo. I knew exactly what you're saying, and I did not catch what you misspelled. Was it differentiator? Was it it looks right to me. Oh yeah, the evolution of my hair. Actually, yeah, I mean that's fun as well. If you look at the thumbnails and like some of my oldest videos, I had pretty long hair. Like this. It got longer than that. And then eventually I got like this haircut. Yeah, I think this was one of the first streams where I had like a weird little man bun thingy. And then eventually I dyed my hair green. I guess that was actually way after all this. Oh, there's Alka. Alka was on stream at one point. It's fun to reminisce. We've done a lot on the Coding Garden. I mean, I guess I've been around for 4 years, almost 5 years at this point. But it's all just spread out. Now it's going to be jam-packed. You're just going to have so much content, you won't know what to do with it. When did my hair turn green? Oh, there's one video. My hair was green. Yeah, there it is. There's the green hair. So yeah, my hair has definitely evolved. Yeah, I mean, that's so Vulturebike is mentioning, I was a native Spanish speaker before I went to school, but I only know tech jargon and English. That's the interesting thing about programming is no matter what language you speak, you typically have to learn some English to be able to program. And it was actually really fun trying to, and like getting input from the chat on like how you say a certain term in Spanish, because Berto like speaks English daily. Like he works at an English-speaking company, so he doesn't have to worry about using Spanish terms for technical terms. But we got a lot of input from the chat on how to say various things or what terms are used. Yeah. There were a lot of streams where I worked on code katas that were just way too hard. If you remember some of the 1Qs, those took me like 3 or 4 different streams to finish. Yeah, community projects, definitely. Let me add that to the list. Oh, thanks, Pablo. Yeah, I'll link that video as well. I keep going here. Spa? MVC? Here it is. This one, this kind of just shows off. I was being a show off. I was showing how good I am at coding stuff. But what was fun about this is I did this at a meetup, and so there was a lot of audience interaction. Like, have you ever written a line of code and then have had people clap for you after you wrote a line of code? I mean, that kind of happens in Twitch chat, but you know, it's chat. But that happened here, which also reminds me of the live coding improv that I did. This one. I wonder how long this one. Oh yeah, it's only an hour long. So this was what was nice. This was basically like the first ever version of coding improv, but it was done in front of a live audience. And yeah, but I was surprised at the time limit because it's a talk at a conference, so you can't go over time. And I was able to do the whole coding improv thing within the time limit, so that was a thing as well. In my head, people clap at my code all the time. Did I link that MVC video? I don't even know if I linked it in the chat. I'll link it again. Cool. How to have a great mustache and beard. It just kind of happens. Morning tea would be good? Yeah. Yeah, there was infinite lists, and I think there was one other one, like a SQL. Was it a SQL syntax interpreter or something like that? Or maybe that was infinite lists. There were a couple of 1Qs that we did. Rework the channel rewards, yeah. I would be open to trying to speak other languages. I took Spanish in high school, so I knew a little bit, so it was easy enough for me to get up and going with that. I mean, you can be the judge of that if you watch that old video. Like, I'm sure I'm pronouncing things wrong and stuff like that. But that would be interesting as well, because we do have a very global community here. So to get someone to teach me to code in their language, whether it's Brazilian or Hindi or German, that would be fun. Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got supports that I haven't thanked. I didn't realize we had all these. Statni Padpora Vezdelavani, thank you very much for the 4 months, who says, paying up my tithes. Chief Mustardo with the 19 months. Thanks for being here. Drop Mania with the 8 months. Pyramid with the 215 bits. Milos with the 22 months. I think you might have caught up by now, but I am going full-time streaming and content creation. Yeah, you read that right, Pablo. Murdoch, thank you for the 25 months. Melinda with the 12 months. Deadhouse with the 2 months. Chief Mustardo with the 5 gifted. Pernike Cigar with the 5 gifted. Thank you. Balmar with the sub. Pablo with the 100 bits. Ezrab with the 9 months. Yugi Off with the 5 months. Nuki Poo with the 21 months. And Sledge Dog with the 24 months. Thank you all for the support. It really helps. It really does. That's why you call me Sensei. I was probably in reference to something that I said. I don't know what it was. Oh, nice, the Beat League. Glad to hear it. Though, you did miss 10% off. However, do know that you gave me $2.50 more, because I only make $5 on any t-shirt that's sold. And so I have a promo code that I'm about to give out that gives you 10% off, but then I'm only making $2.50 on every t-shirt. I appreciate you. Sorry that you didn't save $2.50. I'll give away that. Well, I'll tell you how to get that code now after I finish catching up on chat. Now we are getting into day job course development and training. Yeah. Oh yeah, Chad was on the stream too, long time ago. We did, it was something real time. Do you remember the title of that stream, Chad? Question and answer. There it is. Building a real-time app with Feathers.js. So yeah, Chad was on stream. Definitely go follow Chad. Actually, I don't know if you've been streaming at all, Chad. But you should definitely follow them. They have lots of cool coding content. Most recurring guests? It was probably Alka. Alka was here for like 4 different streams. Yeah, and what's up, Art Pajan? Thanks for being here. Oh, you're right. Yeah, Tony was on for like at least 20 streams. Yeah. What's up, Slap? Welcome in. Merch. Okay, so let's also make a list of paid ways to support me. Support me with money. Let's put this right here. Subscribe on Twitch. Become a YouTube member. One-time donation through Streamlabs is what I use right now. Buy merch. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It would be very cool to actually. I would want to flip the roles if Tony came back. I would want him to teach me something because I do believe in the boot camp he's in. He's actually learning Java. I know some Java, but it'd be cool if he could come on and teach me. It'd be the reversal, you know. I've been coding for 15 years at this point. Yeah, and so that's what we were thinking. So in terms of open source projects, that's what we were thinking of in terms of the community contribution projects. So that was another thing that we tried, but it ultimately, like, I didn't have the time, and it kind of fell by the wayside. We started on a community app. So basically a completely open source mobile app that anyone could contribute to. And it was kind of like as a way for noobs to learn about how to collaborate as a developer, like in terms of using pull requests and feature branching and stuff like that. And so we started that, but it got away from me, and then eventually we just archived the project. But I do want to get stuff like that back up and going. Yeah. My wife never claps for me when I'm coding. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the thing. A lot of people create courses that people pay for where they're building the kind of things that I build in a stream or two. And so I could plan it out, edit it down more, and make it something that people would pay for. So yeah. All right, let me catch up on chat so we can talk about other things. So the schedule right now would be to stream at least 3 days a week and upload at least 3 YouTube videos a week. In my spare time between that, I'll be editing videos and then also working on paid courses. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Oh, you call me Sensei because of my bun. Nice. What is it? Catching up to chat. We're kind of doing it. I mean, I think that's the other thing. I mean, if you look at my viewership now compared to, I guess it was probably like a year ago. I mean, at one point, I was averaging almost 600 people in a live stream. It's gone down, which is fine. It actually is easier to catch up on chat now. But I think a lot of people, they couldn't tune in on Fridays, and like Fridays were the only streams that I was doing. I also stopped working on larger projects and tried to only do things that could like be done in one stream. So I myself have some catching up to do on Twitch because I need to build up my viewership again. Yeah. The sweater? Oh, the shirt that I'm wearing? I got it on Amazon. It's if you search for, I think this is called a poplar collar. But yeah. If you search for like collarless shirts, that's what this is. And I got one size bigger than I wear, so it fits loosely. Shorsey Web asked, and hello Shorsey Web, would it be possible to do some integration coding streams with tools and APIs? Payment gateways, I've never done a tutorial on PayPal or Stripe. I absolutely want to do that. So, yeah, all of these things, like sending emails, yes. Which leads me to my next point. We're almost caught up. We're only 3 minutes away. I mean, we're 3 minutes behind on chat. Yeah. Yeah, and so this is another issue. We actually had Discord partner status, but then when I went to streaming 1 day a week, a lot of things got neglected, and like I wasn't encouraging people to post unless people were joining the Discord server. So I would like to get Discord partner again. So definitely, if you haven't joined the Discord, join the Discord. In weekly discussions. I think one of the things we're going to do to boost engagement on there is to just get a weekly thread going on some topic, and people can talk about it, weigh in, that kind of thing. And Murdoch, thank you for the 1,000 bits. That's a lot of bits. Thank you. Oof. Maybe, but the thing is, so I'm actually going to read you a text that Tony sent me. I guess it was yesterday. Yesterday. Actually, I don't want to out him because his partner could be watching the stream. I'm not gonna out him. I'm not gonna. But he basically talked about how I have the patience of a saint to be able to code with him the way I was coding with him. Right now, benefits of being a YouTube member are really just to support the channel. If I ever do live streams on YouTube, there are some channel-specific emotes that you could use. And then I could upload member-only videos, but I've never done that before. So really, it's just supporting me monetarily. Oh, and I mean, another thing that actually got enabled recently was giving thanks. Where you can basically just do a one-time donation on a specific YouTube video. Let me... okay, support me with money. Subscribe on Twitch, become a YouTube member. Give thanks to a YouTube video. Make a one-time donation. Buy merch. And once I'm caught up on chat, you guys can give me other ideas on how to support me with money. Oh, buy courses when they come out. Oh, nice, Automagic. Glad to hear it. Congrats on graduating. My day's pretty good. We just announced that I'm going full-time content creator. So we're kind of talking it out right now, like what the plans are at a high level. And I'm also making notes because I'm going to make a YouTube video that succinctly says all of this stuff so that anybody that isn't watching the stream right now will get the message as well. I've seen Cascadia code, but I haven't tried it. And I've seen people coding with ligatures. I'm not a fan of ligatures. I like seeing all of the characters. But I have seen that font before. Do I have a start and end time, or is it just random? What do you mean? Can you clarify that? And whoa, dude, thank you for the Prime sub. Crunchcorn is doing a fundraiser stream where he invites other coding streamers to join and take over his stream. Maybe. I'd have to look into. I actually haven't heard of Crunchcorn. I'll have to look into them. What's my favorite framework, or do I stick with vanilla? I stick with vanilla for simple apps, but anything complex, I like to choose Vue.js. At my job, which I recently quit, we used React for everything. So yeah. And hello, Griffway. HomeLab also took a backseat, but that's other content that I want to do. So HomeLab / system administration. And if you're not familiar with the term HomeLab, it simply just means having a server in your house that does various things. Also, a thing that I started working on, but then it went by the wayside, but I'll show it to you in a second, is IRL streaming. I'm actually working on an IRL backpack. I'm pretty proud of it. I'll show it to you in a second. So yeah, things that are less coding related, I plan to do those as well. All right, we're almost caught up. Almost caught up. Brave rewards, I'll think about it. I don't use Brave browser, so I think it would be weird to get rewards there, but I'll think about it. No, I didn't work in Netflix. No, this was just a clickbait title that Chad came up with. I did not work at Netflix, no. That is one thing I didn't add here. I actually do have a Patreon. Become a patron. I'll add a merch command. Yeah. Hello, JZ Chaos. I'm doing good. Oh, time of day. I haven't set that in stone yet. And so I guess I'll talk about this in the video, but really the full-time streaming probably won't start until the first or second week of July. The next 2 weeks are me just getting everything in order and also premiering a bunch of old YouTube or old Twitch streams that never made it to YouTube. But right now, I'm basing my stream times on when my mods are available. Because if you haven't noticed, in past Friday streams, sometimes there's only been one mod or no mods, which is actually a testament to the community we've built here because we barely even need any moderation. However, if I start streaming more often, I'll likely get more viewers, gain more traction, and we will need mods. So basically, my streams are going to be based around when mods are available. And then also, I'll likely invite some new mods to join the team that are available at times when my current mods aren't available. But it will vary. I'll likely do a couple of morning streams in a week and then a couple of evening streams as well, because that will help with the different sides of the world. So the times aren't set yet. I will be publishing a schedule probably in like 2 weeks. Yeah. Yep, that's the plan. I'm going to be a full-time content creator. Yeah. Yeah, and hello, BC. I typically do web programming. So I typically do HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, which is not Python. And there are ways of creating games and doing visual stuff with JavaScript. I would recommend checking out our good friend Daniel Schiffman, who runs the Coding Train on YouTube. And he has this playlist called Code, Programming with P5.js. So P5.js is a framework for writing JavaScript, but it has a bunch of cool built-in things where it makes it really easy to do visual stuff. And Coding Train is an amazing teacher. If you go check out this playlist, that will teach you how to do those kinds of things with JavaScript and P5.js. I'm not as familiar with other languages like Python in terms of like what they provide, but I do believe that learning P5 from this playlist is going to be at least 3 times easier and more accessible than learning Python from some other resource that you find. Now, that's purely my opinion, and I'm basing it on just the fact that Coding Train is really good and P5 is really easy. I don't know much about like what Python stuff is out there, but yeah, check that out for sure. Yes, I want to do a MacBook setup stream soon, because I am actually still on Mojave. So I'm going to wipe this computer, put on... Actually, I don't know if I'm going to put on Monterey, because there are some apps that don't support Monterey yet. I might go to Big Sur. And Acid Spark, what's up, friend? Thank you for the 26 months. Yeah. Yeah. New streams when stuff breaks at work. I don't know if you heard, but I'm going full time. So likely there will be streams that you actually can tune into. And whoa, dude, thank you for that Prime. So yeah. Yeah. We almost caught up on chat, and then I I got carried away. Dramodi, hello. Thank you for the compliment. Is there a way to upgrade to tier 3? I thought I've never done that before, but there should be. I think if you just buy a tier 3 sub, it upgrades. I don't know if you get a refund, though. You might have to just wait till your sub renews. Yeah. I've only done a little bit of Swift. Yeah. Let's take a quick stretch. Oh, look how much free range of motion I have. I could even stand up if I wanted to. I'm wearing shorts. You just saw my legs. But I reset up my stream area. I've got so much room. Cool. Does Twitch Prime support me in any way? I get a little bit of money. So I don't get all of the $4.99 that you pay, but I get some of it. So that's how it supports me. Oh, and actually, with Twitch Prime, you actually don't pay anything because you already have Prime, but I get the same amount of money from your Twitch Prime sub about that I would get from somebody that paid $4.99. Yeah. And what's up, Crafty Becky? Yeah, thanks for being here. I think we have like 7 or 8 mods. But yeah. We will be doing... Yes, we talked about it. Like, there's just so much we want to do. I got to plan it all. really this stream is just to tell you that I'm going full time, and over the next 2 weeks I am going to be planning some stuff. Yeah. And thank you, Onwards. Appreciate it. Monterey and an M1 chip. Nice. And BGNYC, thank you for the 8 months. I'm still on a 2015 MacBook Pro. It surprisingly supports Monterey. However, I've been having battery issues. Actually, I mean, I've been live for an hour and I'm only down to 47%. I guess it varies, but I need to replace the battery on this or buy a new one. I'll probably replace the battery. Yeah, I think in the meantime, while this MacBook still supports the latest Mac OS, I don't plan on switching to Linux, but eventually, when it's no longer supported on the latest OS, I'll probably switch to Linux. Oh, and thank you, Pierman, and thanks for being here. Yes, that's the plan, WebDev2, is going full-time, and we're basically caught up on chat. And Sir Sub Echo, thank you for the Tier 1 sub as well. I have to think about that, but it's possible that some of the paid courses I create, I would stream while recording them, very similar to what the Coding Train does. And then those streams would be edited down for paid content. I also haven't talked about this, but what I want to do is to have a pay what you can format for any course that I release. Whereas, like, if you're a student and you have no income, you can watch the course for free. If you're, like, a part-time learner and you have a little bit of income, you can pay $5 for the course. If your company is paying for the course, you can pay $20 for the course, that kind of thing. I have to figure it out, but I do want to make it accessible. I don't want to lock everything behind a paywall because there's a lot of beginners out there that can't really afford it, so... 3 days of battery life? That's insane. Yeah. Good luck, Stony Eagle. Do I use Arch? No. I think I would probably either use Ubuntu or Pop! OS if I went to Linux. Yeah, it is, Dastly. Thanks for being here. Okay, we've caught up on chat. Now I want to tell you about my mailing list. And before we do that, did anyone think of other ways you can support me with money? Subscribe on Twitch, become a YouTube member, give thanks on a YouTube video, make a one-time donation. You can buy merch, become a patron, buy any courses that I put out. Subscribe on Twitch. I'll say one-time donation or Twitch bits. Or if I'm ever on YouTube. Actually, when I do YouTube premieres, you can give a... What are they called? What are they called on YouTube? Super chat. I'm gonna look, Stony Eagle. I've got it on the list. Stream overlay thing. After we finish all the other stuff, I'm gonna fix your profile image, if we have time. It'll probably happen. Murdoch, thank you for the 250 bits. And what is Floppy says, I'm so happy you'll go full time. You explain so easily and effortlessly. It feels like you enjoy it. Your ability to connect to people is amazing. Just don't start to overcharge everything like some streamers. I want to stay as accessible as possible. I don't know if you realize it, if you're subscribed on my YouTube, but I have ads completely disabled on all of my YouTube videos. I plan to keep it that way because I want your genuine support. I don't want to be supported by watching ads. Now, I realize some of you feel that, oh, I don't mind watching an ad. I mind. I mind if you watch ads, and I don't want you watching ads. So, okay, let's talk about the mailing list. So this is another free way to support me, and I should have done this a long time ago, but I just never did. I have started a mailing list, so you can sign up with your email, and then you will get an email if I do something like release a course, or if there is important information I want to tell everyone, like a streaming schedule that I release, or if for whatever reason I can't stream on a day that I have a scheduled stream, I might send out an email, that kind of thing. So yes, you can go here, and actually if you just do ! Email in the chat, you can click the link, and then you can sign up for my mailing list. So you can read the page. Basically, the only way I have kept track of the people that enjoy my content is through the platforms that I use. So you follow on Twitch, or you subscribe on YouTube, or you join the Discord, or you follow on Twitter. But those things might not be around forever, or I might get kicked off of them. Like, like maybe I can't stream on Twitch anymore for some reason. Or I can't upload YouTube videos for some reason. If I have your email, I can still reach you. So this is probably one of, if anything, you don't do any of the other things. If you sign up on the email list, that makes it so that I can still contact you and it's platform agnostic because it's just an email. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and this is another thing I've wanted to work on, but I haven't had the time, is I want to create a course website because I have a lot of ideas around learning management systems. And I also want to do that pay what you can feature that only sort of exists on some like payment websites, but not necessarily like course websites that you can sign up for. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so Learn with Leon and 100 Devs is great. Shout out to them. Is it all one word, Learn with Leon? Learn with Leon? Or I spelled Leon wrong. Are there underscores? This is it. Go follow him. So yeah, he's been doing streams where he's teaching web development from scratch completely for free, all on Twitch. And they have like a community, a Discord where people can ask questions. They can also like submit homework and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to do something like that. I think I want to stick to what I have been doing and really just release tutorials, release courses, not necessarily run a bootcamp style thing. A bootcamp style thing. That's all one word. But I've thought about it because yeah, he has huge traction. Like there are thousands of people that watch those streams and thousands of people that are learning from it. So he has a ton of reach for sure. I actually don't know about that, Yu-Gi-Oh! I never really thought about that. I don't know. So the question is, since I have YouTube's ad disabled, do I still get money from YouTube Premium subs? I don't think so. Oh, you signed up? Oh, thank you. What if your email goes down? Well, I set up this server myself. I have daily backups of the Postgres database where all of the emails are stored. And if I lose those backups and the server goes down, then yeah, I'm out of luck. But I have things in place to not lose that list. So let's talk about this list. Like I said, if you sign up here, it's basically a way for me to stay in touch with you that isn't these other platforms. I'm never going to spam you. I will never send you an advertisement for some other thing that is not content that I am that I've created and that I'm advertising. I'll never sell or give away your information. This is my list. No sponsor could ever pay me to send you all an email advertising whatever they want to sponsor. It's never going to happen. Never going to happen. I mean, I say that. I could sell out one day, but I think I would probably send you an email first and say, hey, I'm about to do this. If you want to unsubscribe before I do this, please unsubscribe. And then, so I'm using this app called ListMonk. Self-hosted newsletter and mailing list manager, and it has built-in ways of unsubscribing and also deleting all of your data from my database. So like when you unsubscribe, there's actually an option that says delete all of my data. That'll literally remove any analytics. It'll remove your email. Everything just gets completely removed. So there's a way to wipe your data from this list if you don't ever want to be on it again. And I'm going to try to send you interesting things. So that's my promise if you sign up on this email list. And right now there are two lists. So there's live notifications. If for whatever reason you don't get Twitch live notifications or Discord or Twitter, I guess technically I'm just talking about being GDPR compliant. I guess every site needs to be this way, but I'm just telling you up front, and you don't have to click a little dialogue. And thank you, Leak Geek. But yeah, so if you sign up for live notifications, similar to how I send out a Discord notification, I will send out an email when I go live. And then news and updates is the list that you'd want to be on to learn about new merch, course announcements, schedule updates, that kind of thing. ! Email in the chat. Okay. So that's the list. Please sign up there. I'm going to talk about that in the YouTube video that I make. I'm not going to go with a clickbait title. And Leaky, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. I think simply having a YouTube video title that says, I'm going full time, that's clickbait enough. I think there are so many people that already sub on YouTube that have wanted that. So, yeah, thank you, Leaky. Much appreciated. Okay, so we talked about the mailing list. I do have new merch. Yeah, so if you sign up on the mailing list, after you're done with confirming your subscription, you are given a code, and you can use that code to buy some t-shirts. So if you go to merch.coding.garden, and actually, do we have a merch command? Yeah, DevNode, we're going full time. Full time. Yeah, we do. Yeah. So if you go there, merch.coding.garden, these are all the t-shirts that I have for sale. And this one is new. Now, I've ordered a sample. It hasn't come in yet, but this is in the style of like other Dark.js t-shirts that you've seen before. However, look at that. It's got a little Coding Garden logo on it. And Nookie Poo, thank you very much for the 5 gifted. Oh yeah, and then I never showed this one on stream. We've got a baked beans t-shirt as well. This is the baked beans emote, which beans, and that meme originated on the inventory app streams. If you watch those, yeah. So if you sign up on the mailing list, that will give you 10% off, which is I think about $2.50 off. I make $5 per shirt, but if you use the code, I'll make $2.50 per shirt. So if you want to support me more, don't use the code, but also use the code if you want to pay like $20 for the t-shirt. Like I mentioned, I do have samples coming. So if you want to wait to see me wearing this t-shirt here, you can do that. The code for 10% off, I'll let it run for at least the next 2 months. But the sample image they provide looks pretty good. So, and I will mention, so if you bought t-shirts the last time I sold t-shirts, I've actually changed the type of shirt that I'm selling here. And Veritatas, see you later. Thanks for being here. So before they were cheaper t-shirts and they cost less. I think you could get it for like $15 or less, but it was cheaper fabric, and also like the graphic didn't hold up on it. So I decided to only sell the premium tee, which is like a nicer, softer fabric, and the graphic will likely hold up for longer on these. So just know that the fabric for these shirts is slightly different than the fabric that was on the code t-shirt, if you remember that. Yeah. I believe Teespring ships most places in the world. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Murdoch. Well, I'll try to. I'll have to get a new graphic for Panzer on the shirt. Nice. Yeah, glad to hear it, Pierman. Thank you. So yeah, I believe they ship most places in the world. It's through Teespring, so it's wherever they ship. Can you enable any enamel pins? Can you make enamel pins on Teespring? I'd be down for that. I like pins. I actually have a lot of Pokemon pins. Ooh. Yeah. I'll see if I can create pins. It'd be great to have a little Coding Garden pin. You could put it on a hat, put it on a backpack, all that good stuff. Cool. So if you want to support me, you can buy t-shirts here. There's also other places like Redbubble. I think don't we have a support command or a give command? Yeah, that's the URL, but I guess we don't have a command for it. I'm gonna add a command. Oh, it's excellent. Oh, no, that's different. Because I think this really so this links to Streamlabs, which is where you can make a one-time donation. Links to Patreon, where you could sign up as a patron. Great. It links to Redbubble. So Redbubble has stickers available. So there's the free debug sticker that you might have seen on my my laptop, and then various other stickers. Wait, is there not a Coding Garden logo sticker? There should be. Where'd it go? I don't know. And then why is this a poster? I need to update this. There should be a Coding Garden logo sticker. And then this should be a sticker and not a poster. But this is I used to run the Denver Vue.js meetup. We've paused it indefinitely, like when probably after a year into the pandemic. But if you've ever seen the Denver flag, it looks like this, but then I turned it into like Vue.js logos. And then there's also this this T-shirt that has the Coding Garden logo on it, but instead of being in the center, it's kind of like where a pocket would be. Cool. So my partner actually designed these flowers. So this is like the old Coding Garden logo, basically like these HTML, CSS, and JavaScript flowers and node.js. The new logo is this one. Yeah. And I didn't design free debugs. I originally found it on Redbubble, and then I couldn't find it, so I recreated it. So this one is, I mean, it's technically recreated by me, but I didn't come up with the idea. Cool. And then, so something else that I want to do is to create sticker packs. So if you follow Wes Boss, you've probably seen him do it. He sells, well, basically the sticker packs will pop up and then they almost sell out immediately because everybody wants them. I want to do a similar thing. Yeah, the flowers are the original logo from like 4 to 5 years ago. Bugs included. But like I said, I have so many things to plan, all this stuff. But one of the things I eventually do want to do is sell sticker packs. I don't have the link for it. If anybody knows what I'm talking about, post a link in the chat. But someone created crossover logos. So like they created an Emacs logo that looks like the Vim logo, and they created like a pip, like a Python installer logo that looks like npm. There are a bunch of weird crossovers where it looks like some other logo, but it's actually a different logo. But they released them under MIT, so I actually would like to get them printed in bulk and then put them into sticker packs along with some of the Coding Garden logos and stuff on stickers as well. So I want to do that eventually. Misbrands, that's the one. Thank you, Jackie Lente. They're actually hilarious. So, so it's VS Code in the style of Vim. And then this is what inspired them. So this is actually the Java logo, but with JavaScript written underneath it. Somebody created a website showcasing them all. Yes. So this is the Golang Gopher on a Rust logo, right? Is GitLab as GitHub. Ruby on Rails as what is that? I don't know what that one is. React is Angular. Rust is Node. Ubuntu as I guess Debian. They're all really funny. Is that WordPress? It is WordPress. That's hilarious. So it would be really fun to do like a bulk printing of these and then sell sticker packs along with a bunch of other stickers. Like I've actually done like holographic JavaScript stickers like this one. And so I would sell those in the sticker pack. Okay, we've talked about a lot of stuff. Thank you all for sticking around. I mean, Yeah, it was great. So, talked about the merch. We have new emotes. The W is replaced by a tentacle in WordPress. Oh yeah, I saw that, the coding Carter. That's some tech news. Atom Editor is now end of life. I want to see the official GitHub post about it. Atom Editor. Oh, so specifically, if you look at that Misbrands repo, they say, I created these so that you can print them. Can I print these? Of course, that's why they're here. Can I buy these? You can, but not from me, but from any custom sticker vendor. Thank you, Napolin. I really appreciate that there are people listening in chat. It's like, I'm like, what's the link? And then it just magically appears. You all are basically like a better version of Google. It's actually an interesting app idea. Just get 200 Twitch chatters to respond to people searching for things on Google. I guess that was kind of already an idea. This goes way back, but I remember they called it the KGB, but it was the Knowledge Generation Bureau. How do you spell bureau? I think this was them. They disappeared. But they had this thing where you could sign up. You would get a web dashboard and you would see people's incoming queries that were through text message. So this was before like Wi-Fi and web browsers on phones was prevalent. And you could basically send them a text message asking a question, and a real person would respond to you with an answer. And I actually signed up as one of the people that would like respond with answers, and you would get paid like a few cents for every answer you responded with. That's like a riff on that idea, but with, I don't know, as an actual search engine instead of as a text message. I don't know. But let's talk about this tech news. Atom is getting archived. So it's actually a really interesting timeline. If you look at some of my old YouTube videos, I was using Atom Editor. It was like the de facto web programming editor a few years ago. And then VS Code was released, which I believe was in an initial fork of Atom. And they've been somewhat competing, but not really. Like VS Code has most of the market share now. And then GitHub got acquired by Microsoft. So now Microsoft essentially had two different editors. All of that to say, Atom is being sunsetted. They're not going to be adding any new features, and all the priority is going to go to VS Code. So, yeah, and then brackets, was that by Adobe? That was another one. Maybe it wasn't by Adobe. Maybe they're their own thing. I could have oh. Yes, it was founded by Adobe as a community-guided open source project. Yeah. So that's interesting. I've been using VS Code for a few years now. I like it. All right. Now for some interesting stuff. We have new emotes, but we only have like 4 or 5 emote slots. So let's look at the new emotes. This one I've enabled. It's the raid emote. Though I might have to go back to the designer because, yeah, it's a little hard. Now that I look at it, it's a little hard to see with a dark background. You can't really read what it says. Sublime is good on Linux. I use Sublime as like almost as like a notepad because it launches so quickly. So we might need to get like a white outline so you can read the word better, but that's a new emote. And then I have some emotes that I need to upload, and I will show them to you now. Actually, what's the best way to do this? Because this is huge. So there's this one, the angry CJ, the meh CJ, the perturbed, heavily perturbed CJ. Yeah, I mean, and if you watch some of my older videos, I'm like almost always wearing a beanie. Amazed CJ. I don't know, just tiny mouth CJ. Heart eye CJ, and then the ayaya face. So, I think we should run a quick poll to see which ones you like the most, and then we're gonna add them. We're definitely gonna add ayaya. That one's definitely gonna be there, but we have to decide from these other ones. We're gonna add them. We're gonna add. I'm gonna run a straw poll. Rima is saying the raid emote is readable. I guess it is. I mean, to me, it just the letters are kind of hard to make out on a black background. I don't know. Let's make a straw poll. I don't know if Twitch poll has enough options. I guess we only need like 4. Maybe we can have like a runoff. We'll try a Twitch poll. Which emote to add? We've got heart eyes. We've got small mouth, I guess. All of these were inspired by like anime faces. So maybe there's a better word or phrase for it. Amazed. Star eyes. Grumpy. Displeased, I guess. Angry, and then that. So there's a couple. The meh face. Meh. Okay. Let's just do a quick poll. Of all of these, which one do you want to see the most? We'll go with the top 3, maybe, and then do another poll for like the last 2. Okay, vote now. That's another thing we have to figure out, League Geek, is which emotes we get rid of. Though I do have 4 emote slots, so we technically can add 4 of them. People really like the meh, huh? Meh. Oh, which emote to eliminate? We're already too far. We're too far into it. I think that just means we should definitely add the meh emote. Meh is the most juxtaposed. Oh, are we saying eliminate the meh emote? I thought people are... So the poll was which emote should we add? No. All right, we're gonna keep meh. All right, let's do another poll. I would say heart eyes and small mouth are out just because they have so few votes, and we're gonna do one more poll with grumpy face and then the other 2 that I couldn't get on there. Grumpy face, which is that one. That's grumpy face, isn't it? Yeah. Then, what is this? Frustrated? And then, what do we call this one? Wait. Oh, we're not eliminating meh. Meh is still there. Happy? I like happy. We'll call it happy. Or wow? Wow. Oh, Sugoi. Yeah, because it's like amazing. Sugoi. And then what were the other ones? Star eyes, small face, heart eyes. This one's definitely going. This is the Ayaya one. All right, well, just vote on these, and we'll pick the top two. So, to remind you, where did it go? This is Sugoi. This is angry, and then that one's angry. That one's angry, and then what's the other one we're voting for? Frustrated. The blue one is frustrated. This one. I meant grumpy. Yeah, grumpy, not angry. This one. So people like this one more? Interesting. I think we have room for all of them. So the winner of the last poll, I'll have to look at I'll have to look at the poll history. Can I not see the poll before that? Did anyone clip it? What were the top three in the yeah, can someone go clip it? What were the top three emotes in the last poll? Dang. Okay, so give me a second. I'm gonna upload these right now. Right now. What's up, Ryan? We've been here for an hour and 40 minutes. But we have good and amazing news. I am now going to attempt to be a full-time streamer and content creator. Image file is too large. Oh. Oh, thank you, Ryan. I do want to do more C# streams. That was another issue I had with the... so I did a .NET stream, .NET C# stream, several months ago. It never got uploaded to YouTube. But the thing is, I did it right before C# 6 got released. Or .NET 6, whatever the big release was. So I don't think the stuff in the video is too outdated, but it's like it just happened right before a bunch of new .NET stuff. So that's why I was hesitant to even publish it, because it's so old. But I'll probably just add a disclaimer. Yeah, and then Maui is like the cross-platform thing, right? Yeah. Hey, Thunderblaze. I don't have any suggestions for making CSS less painful. Just practice. Practice is basically the only suggestion I have. Okay. Thank you, Drills, for the clip. So Meh was the winner. Let's definitely upload Meh. Though I didn't realize I'm gonna have to resize all these images. The next one was Amazed Star Eyes. We'll call it Amazed. Grumpy Face is number 3. And then Frustrated was the 4th one. And then also Sugoi. Cool. They do have a smart upload option, but these files are 2.6 megabytes, and I think that's just large enough. Yeah, so they can't be more than a megabyte. So I have to do some prior resizing before uploading them. Yeah. Oh, and thank you, Jules. Is that the other one? I have that one up. Okay, I guess I'll just upload those later, but thank you all for voting. I think now I am going to attempt to talk about all the stuff we talked about in the past 2 hours, but put it into like a 5-minute YouTube video. So that is the plan now. Was there anything else on my list? Yeah, that's what we're going to work on next. Let's go. And actually, I think I'm going to make a slide deck for it. Just to make it nice and presentable. It'll be a hint of things to come for YouTube content. So... we're going to use Reveal MD. Big announcement. Fool. I quit my job. To stream on Twitch and create YouTube videos full time. And thank you, Mythin. Hopefully it works out. I've got several months of savings so that I can figure out how to make money before I'm actually making money. And then if I don't make enough money, I just got to go back to working a regular old software job. Though at this point, I might change careers entirely. I've thought about opening a food truck, a sandwich food truck, if this doesn't work out. Yeah, okay, but we're going to plan on it working out. I don't really play mini games. I mean, lately I actually have been playing a bit of Halo and Rocket League. And for a while I was playing Fortnite when they got rid of building. Yeah. A coding sandwich? Thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh! The sandwich garden. But the thing is, it's going to be a food truck, so I could travel all over the U.S. I could meet Coding Garden fans and make them a sandwich. I'm really into sandwiches. I made a rotisserie chicken banh mi 2 days ago. So good. What? Like, I mean, I hate to toot my own horn, as they say, but it was literally one of the best banh mi sandwiches I've ever eaten. And I made it. I mean, I didn't cook the chicken. I used rotisserie chicken that was already cooked. But still, I could have recreated that. Yeah, and that's the plan, Ryan, is like probably one of the major sources of income is actual paid courses, which I do plan to work on. Let's see if this works. Big announcement. I quit my job to stream on Twitch and create YouTube videos full time. Should I be yelling there? Oh, because it's a title, it's automatically all capitalized. Okay. How programmers do presentations. Yeah. So I said this the other day to my partner, and she was like, "That's good." I mean, I kind of got it from somewhere else, but without me, well, without you, it's just me. So that's the main theme of this YouTube video is if you all don't support me, then I can't do this full time. So yeah. Go to a next slide after Twitch to stream on Twitch and create YouTube videos full time. It is without you. It is just me. Thanks, Drills. Cool. I'm gonna look up Reveal MD real quick. Actually, I'm gonna look up some of the slideshows that I've done in the past to choose a different theme. I left for freedom. I didn't really want to work as a software consultant anymore. I've been doing Coding Garden so long that I have built up a community and a good following that I think I can create content that my community will support me support me for that content, the content that I make. That I know that's not it. Nice, Ryan. Glad to hear it. I am going to definitely do a of some kind of Vue course. I haven't worked with Nuxt, I think, enough to make a course on it, but maybe. And so I'm using this thing called Reveal MD. If you haven't heard of it, it's a way to make presentations with Markdown syntax. And they have a bunch of arguments you can pass in. So I can change the theme, I can change the code highlighting theme, tell it what port to run on, run some custom JavaScript, which I'm not going to do, and then also run some custom CSS, which I will do. Yeah, so that's exactly what I'm... that's what I was mentioning, VTVAP. I'm using this thing called Reveal MD. I've made a bunch of... pretty much every presentation in the past 3 years I've made is with Reveal MD. Cool. And then this just has some nice default styles that I like. All right. Thanks for the hydrate, Sorshi. Oh, interesting. You can search GitHub for everything that's Reveal MD. I should make a video about Reveal MD. So yeah, I will. That could actually be like a YouTube short or like a TikTok video. What did I want to do? Oh yeah, I wanted to tell it to use slides.md. Nice. Although it's pink. So let's go grab the Coding Garden green. This is how I do it every time. I go to my website, I select this element, and then I grab that nice green color. Big announcement. I quit my job to stream on Twitch and create YouTube videos full time. How you can support me for free. Cool. And then we have our running. Oh, you know the color by heart? That's funny, Drills. Did you get it right? 56 BC 58. Nice. Does TikTok have a capital T in it like that? Oh, nice, Astra. You got your new net? Like your new network? Cool. Or your new computer. But regardless, check out Astra. They stream here on Twitch. Twitter has a capital T, yeah. It's planned YouTube videos. Oh, you added a hex color command? Thank you. Capitalize stream height. Yeah, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Oh, a new internet service provider. Cool. Yeah, I've thought about... So right now I have fiber through one company, but I've thought about getting cable internet from another company and then load balancing both of those things into my house. But, yeah. Okay, what are the things I'm going to do when I'm full-time? 3 to 4 live streams a week. Schedule 2BD. 3 to 4 YouTube videos a week, which will include highlights from the streams, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, and Twitter videos, edited and planned YouTube videos. What else? Paid courses. Yeah. A slide as a note. Oh, yeah. I do plan to talk about that. So I really want to give a highlight of what I plan to do now that I'm full-time, how you can support me for free, how you can support me with money, and then talk about timeline. I don't plan on a CSS course. Well, like, I feel like there will be courses like that. Like, I definitely like a beginner React course and stuff like that. But Vue.js is how a lot of people have found me, and it's like a lot of the videos I've created on YouTube. So I definitely want to do a paid course for that because I think there's a big enough audience for it. Mid-level JavaScript, and then... I mean, I could do mid-level front-end JavaScript and mid-level back-end JavaScript, like really diving into how to structure APIs, middlewares, security, that kinds of stuff. And thank you, EK. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I think... it just seems so daunting when I look at it, full stack web development, because it's so much, which is why I'm at least sticking to these. But I mean, I could create a short enough full stack web development course where you just like you learn the full stack from scratch and you build one thing. It's not like super extensive in terms of like learning so much about every little thing, but you do build a full stack thing. I like that. Okay. Nice. It wasn't for the fact I rely heavily on After Effects, I would be on Linux. Yeah, I talked about this earlier. I'm on a Mac, but eventually I'll probably switch to Linux when my Mac doesn't support the latest OS anymore. Is this all going to fit on one slide? We'll see. No Nux 3 for now, but eventually. I'm going to turn, to get this to fit, I'm going to... Can anyone think of other apps that we started working on that we stopped working on? Host of small projects. Just walking through not the code itself, but the workflow as you think through a given problem. Yeah, so I've thought about this in the past as well, and let me know if this aligns with your idea. If, like, I made it open-ended for the community, so someone was like, I want to build an app that does X. How would you go about that, CJ? And then I would talk about what I would need, what I would need to research, how I would structure it, that kind of thing. So that could be an interesting series as well. When is it available? Well, like all of this is to be determined. But now that I have the time to do it, it's coming soon. Is basically the announcement that I'm making. Yeah, I like that. So the dev tool, that was a more recent one. The dev toolkit or dev toolbox. What did we call it? Discord bot. Yeah. Okay, cool. So it aligns, but I've had that idea for a long time. Basically, I'm basically doing the job of a consultant, but I'm not writing any code and just giving you an idea of giving you a game plan for how you would go about implementing the thing you want to implement. Yeah, that was that dev toolbox thing. And then I mean Troll Garden I think we'll just work on every year in April. It doesn't have to be like an ongoing thing. Yep, that's it. Okay, Otter, you got it. And now I'm working on a slide deck so that I can make a YouTube video to tell people. Oh, that's too many words. How do I fix this? Full-time content. Cool. Yeah. See another version of Noob Quest? Yeah, we talked about that earlier too. And that, like there are a lot of people in the community now that could be the new noob, basically. Yeah. There will be new channel point rewards, but there's going to be a future stream where we really plan better. Today is more of like just telling you, making a YouTube video about it, and then now we can actually begin. And I kind of need a better way for you all to submit ideas. I don't know. We used to have the app that was before Vox, I think, had a way to submit ideas. I don't know. That's funny, Pablo. Yeah, I get that though, because I mean there are some streamers that I watch all the time, and it's a thing. Like if you wanna be doing it like during the workday or like whenever else, yeah. You volunteer as tribute? Yeah, there are a lot of you in the community that I think would make good noobs. Yeah, so that's what I mentioned about the home lab. This is other like non-coding content. Yeah. I'll put code reviews on there. Community challenge, code reviews. Vox does have ideas, but I made it so that like if they're older than 2 months, they disappear. But technically, you could submit idea. Actually, I'll go ahead and say do that. So if you've had an idea in the chat today and you didn't see me write it down, feel free to do !idea in the chat. It'll show up here. I will make my best effort to make sure that these are saved somewhere so they don't disappear in 2 months. Though they're still technically in the database, so I actually could go way back into the database. But !idea in the chat, and it'll pop up here so we don't forget it. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to talk about all the things that I want to do by being full-time. Then I say without you, it's just me, and then how you can support me for free. Like stuff, comment, share. Hello, I can't read your name because it's too blue. Lilkidus, welcome in. Refresh one's image on the chat Electron app. Oh, that is what we wanted to fix. So yeah, their image is completely missing, and then Stony Eagles is just broken. We need to fix that. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm not going to fix it today, but it's a priority. And now I will actually have time to do it. So it's at the top of the list. It really is. Okay. So yeah, how you can support me by engaging with my content. So follow on Twitter, like and retweet posts, subscribe on YouTube, watch videos in the background if you can't watch directly, join the Discord, participate in weekly discussions, follow on Twitch, subscribe with Twitch Prime for free. Watch in the background when I'm live if you can't watch directly. And by word of mouth, just tell people about the Coding Garden. All right, let's see how that slide looks. Without you, it's just me. This is a lot of words. Support for free. Hello, Owen Codes. I'm good. We're talking about how I'm going full time. And then actually I'm going to talk about the mailing list here. Was it hard to build a chat overlay from scratch in Vanilla.js? We built this one with Vue.js and Electron, but I've done things in the past where we're just using Vanilla.js to like read from Twitch chat and like show the messages on the page. So it's not too difficult. What gets difficult is like parsing emotes. I guess that's about it. That's one of the more difficult things of building a chat overlay. Yeah. I think I want to put this here. And then I will notify you of courses I release through the mailing list. Cool. Support me with money. Yeah, so I usually use TMI.js. So if you're just building a basic web page, you only need TMI.js. If you're building a backend that reads in the Twitch chat and then emits it over its own WebSocket, you would need something like Socket.io or some kind of WebSockets, which is actually how I'm doing this, because I have a backend that handles all the logic of, I mean, it's obviously broken, but for some people, like getting their profile logo and all of their other information that we have saved in the database, all of that happens on the back end so that when it emits messages, it has that information with it. Okay, how can you support me with money? Subscribe on Twitch, become a YouTube member, give thanks to a YouTube video. All right, see you later, Ryan. Thanks for dropping in. Soon. Trademark. Yeah, it's like I make fun of myself for the broken image, but I mean, you can see it in action, because Owen Codes has a broken image, and then they sent several message, and like we can't see Luis's images or Sobi's image. Like this is broken. We should be seeing their images right now, and we're not. So I need to fix that. Can I say how much a JavaScript developer, self-taught without commercial experience, can charge for an hour? It depends. It heavily depends. Where you are in the world, and then also what kind of development you're doing. If it's just basic front-end stuff, you'll probably have to charge less than if you're doing more advanced front-end stuff. If you're doing back-end JavaScript stuff, it's usually more involved, and you probably could charge more. It really depends. Really. Exclamation mark idea followed by your idea. Yeah, if you do exclamation mark Vox, it will tell you how to use exclamation mark idea. We'll be uploading next 2 weeks. I will announce a weekly schedule. I'll announce a weekly schedule at the beginning of July. In the meantime, engage and spread the word. Thanks. I didn't plan on posting these. I'm about to record a YouTube video, so you could watch the YouTube video. I don't really have any links in here. I'm going to have links in the YouTube video description. Like, comment, share. I will announce a weekly schedule and begin streaming regularly at the beginning of July. What else do I need to say? I guess I'm going to link to merch. And hello, my gosh. Your message is read because that's the first message you've ever sent here. So welcome in. Welcome to the Coding Garden. Yeah, and what's up, Acid Spark? Honestly, if you just watch me make this YouTube video, you'll get everything we talked about over the past 2 hours. I basically took notes as we kind of like brainstormed, and then now I'm going to turn it into a nice, succinct thing that I can share on YouTube. I'll announce a weekly schedule and begin streaming at the beginning of July. In the meantime, follow everywhere and spread the word. Cool. I think we're ready. I'm going to do a quick scroll. Can you all tell me if there are any typos? Exclamation mark email, and you can sign up on the mailing list. Cool. This is probably going to be like a 10-minute video, honestly. I need it to be short, though, because it's got to be short enough that people want to watch it so that they can actually hear that they if they want to support me, they need to engage in my content. This is a slide deck. Actually, I need to see what these slides look like. Soon. That's funny. Follow on Twitter has a lowercase t. Tweeter. Yeah, I mean, in these lists, I do a lot of capitalization. There's a lot of mix between capitalization, I realize. Oh, I like that. Thank you, Josh. That's a good idea. Coding.garden/support and merch.coding.garden. I guess I have it linked there. Cool. When? Soon. I will announce a weekly schedule and begin streaming early at the beginning of July. In the meantime, follow everywhere and spread the word. This is a great question, Julius Finn, and it's just whatever makes the most sense. Honestly, I think I would prefer to have subdomains, just because it looks cool, because it's all in the URL. But a lot of those pages are actually just static files in a folder, which is why they're actually a path. Whereas, like, merch is actually a subdomain that points to Teespring, and list is actually like a running application that's being port forwarded, which is why it's a subdomain. So it varies, and I'm not consistent with it. So yeah. Thanks, and remember, without you, it's just me. Okay, we're gonna do it. Sadly, I'm not gonna have. Yeah, actually, that's on my list of things to do as well. Like, I need the playlists on YouTube are like outdated, and it's hard to find stuff. And I want to make a page that really like consolidates content and like groups it together really well. Because right now, if you go to coding.garden/videos, this is every YouTube video ever. Capital I on its. Does it need a capital I? I like the way the capital I looks. But this is just a wall of videos. And I mean, people were asking earlier in the stream, like, have I ever done a video on this, or will you do a video on this? And I was like, oh yeah, well, I have, but there's no easy way to find it. So I do want to create some sort of aggregation, some sort of way for people to find my videos, especially my older videos, because a lot of them are still pretty relevant, even though they're like 2 years old or so. Okay. Yeah. I guess, do I want to be pulling up links, or just want to be talking at people? I'm just going to talk at people. But I will show the mailing list sign up. All right. Thank you, Yaps TV. Thank you for the 100 bits. Have I missed other supports? I think, did I miss that? Thank you, Leet Geek, for the 5 gifted, and Nookie Poo for the 5, Pseudo Coop with the 15 months. Appreciate it. All right, I am going to hide stream alerts. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller. Like that. Let's see, am I in the way? I think I'm in the way of... I can't. All right, I'm not in the way there. I'm not in the way there. This is pretty good. Okay, seems fine. All right, we're going to do it all in one take. If I mess up, that's right on brand. Yeah, and thank you, Wodude. It says, I've gotten so much value out of your videos. Your Auth for Noob series helped me so much and really picked up SQL thanks to your home inventory app series. Glad to hear it. That's actually another stream or a video, like content idea I have, is where I design a database, but of many different kinds. And I think I was a bit too ambitious with the inventory app, thinking that I could design it and then like implement the whole thing on stream. But I think just the act of designing that database could be done for a lot of other kinds of apps, and you could learn a lot from seeing how I think about how you'd structure that kind of database, you know? But okay. We're doing it live. Yeah, I'm gonna do it all in one take. Here I go. Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding Garden with CJ. I have a very big announcement. I messed up. I'm gonna. All right, I am going to actually retake that because I need to click here before I can change slides. All right, take two. And actually, I kind of just want a blank take two. That's only. That's the only. That's the only retake. I promise. Hello, friends. Welcome to Coding Garden with CJ. I have a very big announcement. I have quit my job so that I can stream on Twitch and create YouTube videos full time. And this is the video announcing that, and you're watching it right now. So you might be wondering, what am I going to do with all this time creating content? I have a lot of ideas and a lot of plans. So once I finally get going, I'll be doing 3 to 4 live streams a week. And I will be releasing a weekly schedule, so you'll actually know when I'm streaming so you can tune in. I'll be uploading 3 to 4 YouTube videos a week, including things like stream highlights. I'll be creating YouTube shorts, TikTok videos, Twitter videos. And then also, you're going to see a lot more edited and planned YouTube videos. If you've followed my YouTube, or if you've subscribed to my YouTube channel up until now, you've seen that it's mostly just stream archives. There's going to be a lot more edited content upcoming because I'm going to have the time to do it. And then also, one of the main things and how I'm actually going to try to make a living is by making paid courses. So I have some ideas right now around creating a course for Vue.js and the composition API, creating a course around mid-level JavaScript. There's a lot of beginner JavaScript courses out there, and I want to create something for people that have been coding for a few years. And then also just a general course on full-stack web development. So this is how I'm going to be spending my time, and there's lots of various content ideas as well. If you've been tuning into the Coding Garden, you've seen in the past, at least maybe 2 years ago at this point, we had community projects. So these were completely open source projects where people in the community could contribute to them and learn how to work on a team and how to make pull requests and how to do feature branching and stuff like that. We're going to try to bring that back. There'll be community challenges. So we'll release a challenge either on the Twitch stream or on Discord, and people can submit their answers to that challenge. I'm going to go back to doing code reviews. If you watched a few years ago, I used to let people actually call in and share their screen, and I would review their code live on stream. We're going to be doing that more. And what most of you are probably excited about is revisiting old projects. So all the things that I kept saying, oh, we'll work on it. Now I will have the time to work on it. So things like the Entropy Chat app, the Inventory app, Sprout Kit, which is the toolkit for all the stream overlay stuff that I have, the new version of the Drop game, which we stopped working on, the Dev Toolbox, which we started working on a few months ago and never saw again. And then also there's an actual Coding Garden mobile app that gives like push notifications and stuff like that. All of that has not seen the light of day for like months or years at this point, and we're going to have time to work on that stuff. And then also lots of stuff that's not coding related as well. So I plan on doing some streams on my home lab. So I actually have a server at home with some self-hosted services. And so I want to talk about that and system administration. And then also I'll be doing some IRL streaming. So I'm building an IRL streaming backpack, and I'll just be doing some fun streams out in the real world. And I've actually had some ideas where I go out in the public, like interview people, and then try to teach them how to code live, like on the street. I'll figure it out, but I want to do stuff like that. But that brings me to my next point and why I'm even making this video, because without you, it's just me. The Coding Garden community has supported me over the past 4 or 5 years, and I couldn't do this without you. So I have some things that I need from you in order to make, in order to allow me to be successful in doing this full time. Because if it doesn't work out, I'll probably start a food truck and make sandwiches. But we're not there yet. And that wouldn't be the end of the world. But here's how you can support me. Engagement. And these are ways to support me without spending any money at all. You can do this right now. Engage with my content. Turn on notifications on YouTube for new videos. Anytime I post a new video or I live stream, watch it or put it on in the background if you can't watch it immediately. Like on YouTube, like my tweets, comment on things, share things. Basically, all of the sites work via engagement. Their algorithms work via engagement. And so if you engage with my content, more people will find me, and I can potentially be more successful and actually do this full time for a living. So like I mentioned, follow on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. We have a Discord, and we are going to start weekly discussions. And so if you've been in the Discord, you might have noticed it's not as active. We're going to try to make it active, have weekly discussions, weekly challenges, that kind of thing. And you can follow on Twitch, but also if you haven't followed me on Twitch and you're not aware of Twitch Prime, this is a thing that you can do. You can actually give me money without spending any money if you already have Amazon Prime. So if you set that up, that's a way to support me for free. And then again, like I mentioned, watch in the background if you can't watch directly. And generally just share my content. Tell your friends, tell everyone, and help get the word about Coding Garden out. Also, I have a mailing list, and I talked about all those social platforms, but if those things ever go away, I still need a way to reach you, and we're going to do that through the mailing list. So if you go to lists.coding.garden, you can sign up, and there's actually 2 different lists you can sign up for. There's live notifications, so if you're not getting Discord or Twitter or even Twitch notifications, this is yet another way I can alert you that I'm doing a live stream. And also, I'll be publishing a schedule, so it'll be easier to tune in because you're going to know when I'm tuning in. But regardless, you can sign up on the list. And then in the future, when I release courses or I have other things that I want to share with you, or if I release new merch, I'll be sending information about it to the mailing list. So please sign up on the mailing list. And then now, a slightly more awkward piece is how you can support me with money. So if you go to coding.garden/support, it has links to all of these things. Also, there'll be links in the description that you can click on. But you can subscribe on Twitch. You can become a YouTube member. You can become a patron. Recently unlocked on my YouTube channel is this Give Thanks thing. So you can actually just do like a one-time donation on a YouTube video. You can donate with Streamlabs, with Twitch Bits, or whenever a YouTube premiere is happening, you can donate with a YouTube Super Chat. And then we also have merch. So if you check out merch.coding.garden, you can see all the shirts that we have for sale. And there's a couple of new ones that I've added. So there's this JS dark logo t-shirt. But if you look closely, there's a little Coding Garden in there. So definitely check that out. And if you sign up on the mailing list, after signing up, you'll get a code for 10% off your purchase of a t-shirt. And then also we've got the Baked Beans t-shirt. That's a meme for people that have been around in the Coding Garden for a while. So yeah, buy merch. And then eventually, once I start releasing paid courses, if it's a course about something that you want to learn, you can buy that course to support me that way. All right, now you might be wondering, when is this going to happen? And the answer is soon. So over the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be uploading at least 30 different live streams that have never made it to YouTube. That I streamed them on Twitch, and then they just never got uploaded. So over the next 2 weeks, those are going to be gradually uploaded. And what you can do is engage with them, because after the next 2 weeks is when I'm going to start actually uploading newer content, edited content, new stream highlights, that kind of stuff. And then the weekly schedule is going to be announced at the beginning of July. So if you join the Discord or if you join the mailing list, you'll get more information about what days of the week I'll actually be streaming. And in the meantime, follow me everywhere. Follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Spread the word, tell people about Coding Garden, because I really hope that I can make a living doing this. And again, thank you. Without you, it's just me. You're awesome. Thanks for all the support so far, and hopefully we can keep doing it. So thank you. See you later. And that's it. I don't have an outro. Here's a blank screen. I'm back and I'm out of breath. How did I do? That was one take? I mean, it's technically the second take, right? Did anybody? I guess that was probably like 10 minutes. Murdoch, thank you for the bits. Oh, I gotta turn alerts back on. Sorry if anybody. Oh, you can see alerts on that screen, but I gotta turn them on this screen. And thank you for anyone that supported during that. Murdoch with the 250 bits, thank you. I was halfway expecting you to burp. Yeah, that's a meme that happened a while back as well. I was doing an intro for a YouTube video and I just let out a big old burp. And Salazar, thank you for the sub, much appreciated. Welcome to the Coding Garden. Yeah, I was today years old when I realized your intro is not edited but done live. Do you mean the intro? It's literally a scene in OBS that I can switch to, this one. I literally have to click the scene, and then when it's done playing, I click the next scene. Yeah. Oh, and thank you, L Shredders. Thank you for the sub as well. I don't know. The path of least resistance is probably something like Udemy, just because so many people already buy courses there. But eventually, I kind of want to have my own platform and my own site, so I can do things like pay what you want or pay what you can, and I can do things, not do things, but I can actually make more money because someone isn't taking a cut because I'm like hosting it myself. But all of that is a few months in the future. But yeah, thank you, L Shredders. Thanks for the wishes of luck, and thank you for the sub. Hype. Okay, we did it. I'm gonna go now. Thank you all for hanging out. This was great. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all your ideas, all of your input. That's it. And I don't really have any time to code. So. And thank you, Iko. Thank you for the Patreon support. Much appreciated. That will probably be one of the first coding streams. Is me fixing the stuff on my overlays. Yeah, and thank you, Limemuch. You have a good one as well. I have one more thing for you. I started a music project. It's called Probably Happening. So it's me and my friend Lod, and we create live loops on the fly, completely improvised. We don't have any prepared content or prepared songs, and we might be streaming on Twitch tonight. I say might because we've never performed for anyone. It's just been me and him jamming in my basement. But tonight I might actually point a camera at us and stream us making music. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, you can follow on Twitch, Linktree. Is this how it works? Yes, and then check out our Linktree for all of our socials there. Coding Garden now has 2 followers. But yeah, if you're interested in so the style of music is almost ambient, but not quite, because sometimes it can be a little bit more heavy. It's just improvised music. So if you're interested in that, definitely follow there. Yeah. You're awesome. Thank you for all the support over the past few years. Here's to many more. And yeah, stick around for the raid. Thank you, Electrothermal. Thanks for dropping in. We're going to raid someone. Don't know who it's going to be. But if you are a sub, you can use this raid message. If you're a non-sub, you can use this raid message. Or you can come up with your own unique raid message. From 0 to 20 followers in the blink of an eye, yeah. That's it. I just feel really good right now. I feel like you all, like I was nervous starting the stream, and also just like the past week thinking about this and what I'm gonna do, but you all being here, has really, it's boosted my confidence. Like I know, like you're here to support me and you appreciate the things I do, and I appreciate you. Probably in 2 weeks, because I have some things happening over the next 2 weeks where I am going to be planning. So the next live stream might not actually be for 2 weeks, but that's why I'm creating this, to prepare you for the comeback, because once I come back, so much content, so much content. All right. You're great wherever you are in the world. Have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And until next time, here's this that I specifically click and then it happens.